Whew. Record video. Well, good Sunday evening, friends. Mark Holmes here. As always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Man, 5.5. 5.5. That's how long we have till we have football again. 5.5 months. Is that right? No, it's longer than that, isn't it? 5.5? Yeah, I guess it is. I know I read it someplace. 5.5 months. This is almost March. So March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, 5.5 months. 5.5 months until we have football again. Holy smokes, that sucks. We got a lot of football talk to talk about, though, but no games. It was fun tonight. Normally, if it was a regular season, we'd be watching a Sunday night football game right now. Haven't ate, big sub, had friends over, laughed at the Giants and the Washington football team, listened to Philly 500 talk about, his matrimonial duties and how good his Eagles are and how the Cowboys are scared of the Eagles. And we had some fun. It was kind of cool because we decided this morning we're going to do a Sunday live stream this afternoon. And it was fun because, we did it as a Zoom call. We had, about 12 of you guys that chimed in and gave us your thoughts. It's nice to actually see, people's faces and things that I've never seen before. You guys, I only see what you type. I don't always get a chance to see your faces. And it was nice. And hearing people's thoughts and opinions. And of course, with the live stream going on, we always have the garbage ass quarterback, just trade Dak, because that, of course, always works. Just getting rid of the quarterback and fixing on the other issues always ends up making a win. It's crazy because I'm sitting here. I'm amazed. Actually, I'm not amazed. Think about this. I don't know how many billion people there are in the world. Is it 6 billion, 7 billion? I don't know. It doesn't matter. At that point, after you get over about 4 billion, it doesn't really matter. But of that 5 or 6 billion people that are here on this planet, only about 2,500 of them actually are playing on an NFL roster in a year. The chances of being an NFL player are very, very slim. It's amazing. It's even more amazing when you think of how many quarterbacks that there are. Basically, say about 70 quarterbacks. Some teams have 3 quarterbacks on their roster. Some have 2. Starting rosters, I should say. Out of all those people in the world, all the billions, well, we'll be generous. We'll say there's 100 quarterbacks between practice squad and all that. 100 guys a year out of 5 or 6 billion. I know somebody will correct me and tell me how many billions there are. I don't keep up with it anymore, man. The chances of being an NFL quarterback and being a good one. We talk about average quarterbacks at 15. So that's saying that there's only like 12 or 13 good ones out of 5 or 6 billion. And I love how people will just say, just trade for a quarterback. Just cut him. Just draft another guy. Because you can just get somebody. You just go to Walmart and just buy another quarterback. I was doing an exercise for the fun of it. The Cleveland Browns became the Baltimore Ravens and didn't become a franchise again. Sorry. Started talking about the Browns that had the young. Didn't become a franchise again until 1999. And I decided, how many quarterbacks have they drafted in the first round? And I believe I came up with 6 in 22 years. That's a first round drafted quarterback, averaging every 3.5 years. And that doesn't count like some of the guys that they brought in there, like RG3s and other guys that were former first round draft picks as well. They've had guys like Kelly Holcomb, Johnny Manziel, and they thought they had lightning in a bottle with their latest quarterback. And here it is, in those 22 years, I was going through and counting. I may miscount it, but I want to say they've had 31 different guys. 31 different guys start. Now, Baker Mayfield's been the main starter for the last 4 years. 31 different quarterbacks have taken snaps for the Cleveland Browns since 1999. And here they are, looking for another one. The fact that Carson Wentz, who got paid $35 million to go away from Philadelphia, may get paid $15 million to go away from the Colts. That's $50 million just to leave. In an age where on any given year, there's only 100 guys out of 5 or 6 billion that could do the job. The teams actually had to pay him to go. Now, you're seeing the great shuffle right now of musical quarterbacks. Jimmy G will probably be a free agent and be able to write a ticket for any place he wants to be. And that's just rolling the dice and hoping that you get lightning in a bottle. The fact that Carson Wentz can mess up 2 franchises and still be considered tradable is laughable. A guy who some of our Cowboy fans said, I'd trade Dak Prescott for Baker Mayfield. And we see that Baker Mayfield must be the problem because Odell Beckham sure looked good without him. And as this offseason goes, just like in past years, we've got the Russell Wilson trade talks. Washington swears that they got the lowdown, the huggy lowdown of Russell Wilson somehow, some way being traded with fantasy trade scenarios where they send 3 number 1s and a player to the Texans, and the Texans send Deshaun Watson, and the Seattle Seahawks send Russell Wilson. Good God. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, the storied franchise that have actually had quarterback stability for, 15 plus years? Talk to Richard and ask him for sure. They're talking about Jameis Winston, Mr. 30 for 30, might be the guy. He's the odds-on favorite to go there if it's not Carson Wentz. Wow. In other words, quarterbacks are like musical chairs. Round and round they go. Round the chairs. Music stops. Ain't enough chairs for everybody. So people are going to be left out. And there's going to be some that are left in with these quarterbacks that find out they ain't the answer. This year, it's going to be crazy because if we are to believe the draft experts, there aren't a lot of great prospects at quarterback. And there's a lot of teams that need a quarterback. If you're Carolina, you're looking and saying Sam Darnold, Cam Newton. Ugh. Washington, can a brother spare a quarterback? New York will hold on to Daniel Jones only because there's nothing better that they can do. You look at New Orleans. Jameis Winston is a free agent. Tyson Hill. Matty Ice is a $46 million cap hit and looks old. Tampa Bay. The list goes on. Go to Denver. Drew Luck or maybe Aaron Rodgers. But if Aaron Rodgers goes, then is Jordan Love the answer? Kirk Cousins costs a boatload of money. And FYI, everybody who's complaining about Dak Prescott's contract, Kirk Cousins has made like $150 million from the Minnesota Vikings. On top of the $45 that he's made from Washington. He's closing in on $200 million. So I don't want to hear nothing about Dak Prescott and his contract. Quarterbacks. There's just not enough good ones out there. Can you imagine having 30 different starting quarterbacks since 1999? The way I look at it, hell, we've had a hell of a lot more stability at quarterback than anybody. No, just about anybody. Five and a half months. Oh, shit. That's enough to make you depressed and want to go to bed. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm tired, boss. And it's too damn cold. Let me say thank you for all of the great fans out there. Everybody who's joined my cooking channel. Shout out to you guys. You guys are the real MVPs. We are losing weight, baby. We're taking that shit off. Appreciate that. And all those that have ordered the cutting boards and prints and everything else, we're working hard on those to get them out, and I appreciate it. So I'm going to go to bed because I got a lot of work to do in the shop tomorrow. A whole lot of work. And I'm excited about having it. So I appreciate y'all. God bless you. And God willing, see you in the morning.